Oh, people are gonna freak out when I'm on the road. It's gonna be like, well, they're gonna freak out.
Probably.
Yeah, I knew you'd say that. I knew you'd dig into me there.
Little train spotting for our buddy Eldon. That was some kind of a train. We're in the Jeep today. I don't know why I looked both ways before crossing the train tracks. I'm headed to Mr. Jimmy's, and that means I think it's time for Summer Showdown. I think what we'll do this year is we'll have multiple teams, which makes sense. Although if you have one team, it's not much of a showdown. It just wouldn't be right if we didn't have a team Jim. So I asked Jim to pick a car that he thinks he could get plates on by the end of the summer here. We're gonna, before we did this, and the idea was to get them running. But the trouble was that when we were done, the cars were still kind of useless. So I thought if we're gonna put this kind of effort into something, let's put some plates on them at the end of the challenge. So that means everybody's got to have brakes. I mean, well, brakes, I guess. You know, but if you're putting it on the road, it should be something that you like. So I thought, well, we already have a lot of cars that we like. Why don't we just pick one? Let's see who can get their car on the road. I think everybody should approve of Jim's choice. I think it's the ideal summer beater. So I'll let Jim show us around. So you've decided that you're insane, and we're going to try and put this on the road in 1 year.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I think it, well, it's pretty close. It drove from the other side to here, so.
It's still a runner.
Yeah.
Just needs
really just
a massive
brush paint it and
yeah, right. You could be on. You could win.
Few of the brakes and yeah.
It's really a question for you of how good can you get it in that time, because it was a running car.
Yeah, right.
So you got the last of the paint off, or
yeah,
mostly.
I think we're down to the.
You're down to the original.
Yeah, yeah.
And less.
There's not tons left, so that's good.
Right. So now you're down to sanding.
Like even now the hood will stay up on its own. What I thought was Weary Springs is also just too much Bondo and paint. Yeah. But now you can see like
yeah.
all the little bodywork where the door hit
sure,
the thing. And,
yeah.
No, because I cooked out all the Bondo. So.
Oh, good. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's good to.
Oh yeah, it's good just to get it out. Just to
see what you're up against. So like a way less intense version of what happened on the other side.
Yeah. Just like
So we're hoping
collision.
This whole project hangs on whether we can get the frame squared up. So that seems to have been arranged. So that's exciting. And the rest of it is just a gigantic amount of shitty fucking prep work.
Yeah, lots of body work, eh?
A lot of body. Well. Yeah, I guess, you know.
Like this I'd probably
it's
work
not
out a
zero
bit.
body work. Yeah, you probably get that.
You probably get a little better before you mud it, I guess. Or scuff it up and get some more.
At least get it to key.
We'll have to get the Bondo out of these holes so that it can bite in again and reworm. Yeah, it's all pretty poor,
it's pretty
hey?
rough ski.
So, yeah, no.
Yeah, once we get the frame square, then it's
Simple matter of taking the quarter off.
So all is a simple, complete rebuild of the body with a bare metal paint job and a mechanical once over, basically.
Yeah.
So anywhere else, 20-year project. Jim's team before the snow.
Yeah.
I think.
Or 20-year project.
Or 20-year project.
That's fine too.
You can't. No way. We got a hammer.
Yeah.
This will be fun. Okay. Well, where do you want to start? What's the plan?
You
gonna lift her up and have a look?
Might as well take the wheels off and see what the brake stuff is.
I agree. Let's have a look at the guts of it.
Wheels and I can figure out what parts I need and what.
Yeah, I've never even seen the brakes on these cars.
Oh yeah, that's probably something extremely cool. Or just standard drum brakes but bigger.
Yeah, probably. Wow. Yep. But it's basically a pretty intense body job. What's this from? Is that just door ding stuff?
No, what a hell of a door ding. I don't know. It's a big wallow.
Yeah.
It goes along with this one and then those ones. Luckily, you have to do some work. Or have to change this window, so I'll pull the guts out of the door anyways.
It'll be easy to just pop that out a little bit.
And then just pop it out.
Pop her out.
Yeah.
I guess are you pulling the handles and stuff? Kind of have.
Yeah.
You'd be kind of
It's
ghetto
just
to not pull them.
A minimal amount. Like there's no trim on the side.
Really.
So
After
it's just
what I've
that,
been
at
going
least I can
through,
do
this
the
car is
handles.
actually. You don't have 200 hours of stainless to pound out.
No. Okay. Yank off the wheels here.
Yeah. I love those wheel covers. Let's get a close
They're
look.
so cool. I think they're 200 and some pieces.
They're bolted together.
Yeah, hand assembled.
Whoa. Okay, well that's the new one for me.
Yeah, they're quite the.
Wow, so you're gonna take those all apart and then polish each piece and put it back together?
Probably. Depends how good the.
Well, what's the bolt pattern? Is it 5.5?
Yeah, I think it's a big.
Wow, that's
5.
like trucks. Yeah. I'm taking the all important before shots because
Oh,
we're
good.
gonna enjoy panning over this when it's done.
Yeah, Oliver, a nice guy. Wow.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I'm glad you got to bullshit with him.
Yeah, no.
Well, he's
They
really-
called him and missed his call or missed him, and he said, "Well, I'm out in the yard, but we'll probably end up playing telephone tag." And then I called him and got him again there. He's like, "Hey, how's it going?" I'm like, "Well, any better, and I'd be touching myself."
Yeah, that sounds like something I would say.
Yeah, so I think things are going pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that worked out because
Yeah, right?
there's nobody else for the job. They're just, you know, that's the thing. Like, oh, maybe there is, but I don't know. Or do you go to the person that you've known for 30 years? And
Oh,
you
man,
know?
he sounded really keen on it, too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, so-
So this kind of thing is...
So Andy got his bike on the road, eh?
Yeah, he came by out the other day.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, sounds great.
Oh,
It's really
man,
loud.
that thing's so cool, hey?
So I'm really happy for him.
Yeah.
Now you gotta make it actually work.
So, but that's all nice kind of tinkery stuff
Sure.
anyways, so.
Well, and we were saying, like, it's not the kind of bike that's gonna, that 80% of its value is the fact that it's clean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a weird green, it's just that interesting color.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know nothing about it. Is this you? Is this us here?
Yeah, I was gonna lay things out in just
Right.
a nice
Kind of in a manner.
manner, yeah. Oh, yeah, what do we got here? Oh, that
Those are
bearing
cherry,
looks
buddy.
fantastic. Wow. Holy, that race.
Cherry.
You could shave off of it. Use it as
Wow,
a mirror.
that is
Never seen
beautiful.
such a polished race. Wow. Well, maybe this car is just good.
Well, they would have used the very best materials. Yeah, that's a nice piece. Okay, put that over here.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, that's not too bad.
Got some meat on the bone. Do you want to wet this down?
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know what these are. There we go.
Yeah, now we're.
Oh, I just hate that dust, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's why all the brake guys are dead.
Dead or in jail, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like roofers.
Speaking of Al, I ran into him yesterday.
Oh, really? Did he pop over? Or
He came by on his bike.
Oh, right on.
He got the yammy out. Well, as you say, no harm in redoing them, but it's not like they're not safe.
Yeah.
But you probably want to get in this guy.
Oh, yeah. Repack the bearings.
Are you gonna buy all the seals and everything?
I think I have wheel cylinders. 'Cause I think these ones are ceased.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah,
just
they're garbage.
garbage.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Well-
I like how big and simple everything is, eh? Lots of dead space in here.
Yeah. Well, these are a treat.
Yeah.
How's
Because
the
if
drum?
if the drum's ever been turned, it looked pretty good. It didn't have a ridge, so.
Yeah, I don't feel
Yeah,
any
they feel
original
like new.
unless they've been No.
turned, but they haven't been turned much. Like so.
No, they're almost like new.
Man,
Yeah.
perfect.
That's really good news.
Look at that. That's
So what, seals and... I wouldn't even put bearings in it.
no.
honestly.
I think you
don't think you
couldn't
could buy
buy
a bearing.
bearings that good.
If we
Right?
both set it at the same time, yeah. Have you checked all the ball joints and stuff? Give her the old...
I think it needs tie rod ends.
The boots are gone on these ones.
Probably ball joints.
Yeah.
Just a
Ball
standard.
joints would have been a pretty new thing then.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, because what my that '53 Ford has that crazy kingpin
Still, yeah. Yeah, the Mercedes still has
joint
that.
thing. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Is this a rust repair here? Is that what I see? This, is that bashed in for a rust repair? Maybe a patch under there somewhere?
Oh, it could be.
And then it's gone above it.
There's
maybe?
actual rust there.
Some actual rust, but there might be
Some-
some earlier rust here.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. That shouldn't be too hard of a... That's disappointing when people do that.
Yeah, right.
It's not very hard.
Give her
to-
one of these.
Yeah, yeah. Right on. And yeah, that's the trouble with these low crown panels. Doesn't take very much to put a big fucking wallop in them.
Wow, I think even a high crown panel, this would be
Oh,
a bit
yeah,
of a bit of a
but-
showing point.
This, like, there's hardly any damage. There's
Yeah.
a little, and then it's just this
Oh, yeah,
huge
it
dent,
sucked
you
the
know?
whole thing.
Yeah, like this whole area is fucked because there's a little stress right there.
Yeah.
So, that's okay.
Yeah,
That'll come
no.
out. Oh, you got this one's in better shape than
Yeah, this one has the center star.
Yeah,
The other
okay.
one's just held on. Apparently, these things are
hen's teeth right there.
they're awful to remove, and you'll probably break them. And
Oh,
I think
that's-
then they're awful to install as well.
Oh, that's encouraging.
Yeah. So
All right. We got the rear drum off on the passenger side, and we're going to have a quick look. Nothing but good news here, really. These shoes look pretty tidy, man. They
new.
they almost don't need doing, I would say. Like, they hardly have any use.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they look
So
quite.
the hydraulics will all need to be done. How's the cylinders? Oh yeah, we had a look, right? They're just
Yeah, they're kind of
pretty poopy. Oh yeah, they're all full of crud. So not that we would expect anything else. Great, but just huge drums, eh?
Yeah, nice big drum brakes.
Massive differential,
Yeah.
massive machine. So there's our. Does it show up on the camera? Yeah, you can see this old heat mark here, and some kink in the frame, which corresponds to the back of the car being down. So that's good news. At least that's easy to get at. Oh, we'll take that bumper off,
Oh yeah.
and that'll
Couple
help. Yeah,
5/16 bolts.
yeah, that'll help. And it looks like they did a little bit of heat here, because right there you got original paint.
Yeah. Right. So.
and like perfect. So maybe a little heat there. Can't really feel anything. So whatever they did was minor.
Yeah, maybe they just
But
cooked some
this
paint
one-
off, or, yeah.
That one's got to get done properly.
Yeah.
And then we can see a little bit of damage from porta power pushing this kink, trying to push this out and failing.
Well, they almost got it. One more stroke would have had it. So he's just a little
man.
low there.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, wow. Yeah, they had the pointy thing on there. Hey?
Yeah. Oh dear.
good
Oh
pointy
wow.
push
Yeah,
and, yeah.
pointy push. Oh, there's one here too. Yeah.
Oh, good.
A bit of a kink there.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's probably all accident related, but that's fine.
Yeah, they probably have
think
one
we're
guy on
gonna-
the porta power, another guy on the slide hammer, and they, just,
They got her
they
close.
moved
Yeah.
mountains.
Made mountains.
Jeez.
And we were looking at it, and this whole area is pushed out a bit here. So the whole back of the car has been levered down, and it's bulged it, and because the body line is strong, it has collapsed and bulged the flat parts on either side of it. Because that profile should not be like that.
That's your classic conservation of mass.
Yeah, and
Matter.
conservate. Yeah, there's a
Created or
certain.
destroyed, yeah. It got shuffled around.
Yeah, it did. It's not so much totaled as
Well, it
just
got destroyed,
reshuffled.
and this it got drilled
Yeah.
out.
Oh, that's pretty rough in there. Yeah, this is all quite poor. Yeah, so the other side not nearly as bad. Let's have a quick look. So all we see on this side, much lighter version of the same damage, and a much smaller damage to the chassis here. Just a little dimple in it there. So
A dimple, hey?
dimple, wave, ripple.
Yeah, I'd call it dimple.
And the rest of it pretty square. A little bit of rust, but that's really, it's nice to have a car where the rust is like number 7 on the problem list, not number 1. So just a little bit of the same here, but not nearly so bad. And you'll probably find, yeah, see this side, not nearly as much as the other side with that wheat wave in it.
Real light little.
Yeah, and you got a couple little door dinger types, but those are nothing. But this all is, like when you feel, it's a little flat in there. There's a, but at least this side you have a pattern, like this is all in excellent shape on this side. Like at least like compared to the other side, yeah. Let's
it'd be funny we could replicate that side onto this side.
And you can see right away, almost what, 3/4 of an inch there. So that whole quarter, the whole side of the car is down. Woo! Poppy! Dramatic flame for the show.
Yeah. Took all these cobwebs off here.
Yeah, other people would just sweep them off.
There you go.
Nice.
I'm glad I did that.
Yeah, let me get the water.
Get the water, yeah. Oh, wow. Oh,
Cherry.
Wow.
Cherry again?
Beautiful.
Oh, this one's a lot leakier. This one must have been grabbing.
Yeah, this was the only brake that worked.
Oh,
As you can see from that tire mark there.
Oh, it worked really good.
Yeah,
it looks like it was all or nothing, this one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not nearly as dusty then. Because it's all covered in oil.
Yeah. Little wheel cylinder there.
It's too bad.
Yeah.
Have you ever had any luck cleaning brake shoes once they have oil on them? Or once they have fluid on them? What do
you sweat them out with a torch.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It works?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I've heard of boiling them.
Oh, that'd probably work too,
Because brake fluid is water soluble.
Oh, hydroscopic.
Yeah, so I've heard of that, but I've heard of doing them with a torch, but I've never tried it.
Yeah, that and clutch linings that get soaked in oil.
Oh, yeah?
That's good too.
Oh.
Just give her a bit and wipe it with a rag, give it a bit.
Yeah, okay, cool. There, I'm just paranoid about asbestos dust.
Yeah, it's healthy for you like Bondo dust.
Well, exactly.
Or you just have to pick your poison and stick with it.
I've just done way too many brake jobs to take the chance anymore.
That's awesome. I'm glad I don't have to purchase drums.
No, the drums are cherry, and this is all super simple, eh?
Oh, yeah.
So, well, I mean, they don't need new linings unless you can't get them clean.
So,
I don't
yeah,
know.
we'll see.
You may want to line them. Whatever. I guess it's time for me to decide on what car I'm going to put together for the Summer Showdown this year. And I've given it more thought than I really should have. I think there's so many, likely candidates in the yard here. And the reasons I've chosen the car that I have are not necessarily... they're really based on very practical considerations, like, is the car very simple? You're already guessed, haven't you? Is it, is it something we can all work on? Is it something I can get parts for quickly? Is it something that can realistically still be put together and allow me the time that it's going to take to help the other guys? So for anybody that hasn't guessed, and don't get me wrong, I'm extremely excited about putting plates on this car. If you haven't already seen the video where we bought this car and the one where we got it running, this is a 1926, possibly 27, but I think 26 Model T Coupe, and very nice original car. Hasn't been on the road since we think about the 40s maybe, and I bought it a couple of years ago, so we have gotten it running. There's a couple of fun videos, I think, of it getting made to run, but it is a long way from being usable. The difference here is I want to be able to take it to town, I want to be able to, you know, take the nieces to the grad in it, and I want to be able to, you know, wear clean clothes when I'm driving it. So it's a long ways from that. Nevertheless, I think an excellent candidate for what we're going to do here. The car is almost complete. There's very few pieces missing, so that's huge. It's definitely a lot to do, and I want the car to be pretty decent, so everything has to work. It has to have an inspection certificate, has to be roadworthy, has to have, you know, right now it has no real brakes per se, and you know, no floor, none of the lights work, it has no windshield. There's rust at the back that I want to sort out. We'll get a few before shots of the program here. So that is something to consider. The engine, I'm already fairly confident that it's, you know, more or less okay. These Model T coils are kind of a science in themselves. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I know a lot about them, but there are people out there that do, and I'm going to try to learn from them. I'll quickly go over some of the things about the body that I want to fix, and some of the things that we're definitely not fixing. This is not going to be a restoration. The idea is to make it roadworthy and preserve as much of the originality as we can, you know, to a point. There's things about it that I do not necessarily think add to it, so let's have a look at some of that. The back of the car here is quite badly rusted, and I don't really think that's adding to the appeal of the car, so I'm very likely going to try to repair this type of thing. I would make the panels, but they're available and they're good quality, and they're not prohibitively expensive, so chances are pretty good we'll be replacing this lower pan here because it's pretty bad, and maybe put corners in here. I more or less wanted to address the rust through, and a few bits of you know, incidental collision damage just from years of being pushed around. So we'll have a look at some of the stuff here. This is the passenger side quarter panel behind the door. That's all gone there, so I'm going to keep it very small and try and do a repair there. Not worried about surface rust like this. That's all fine. I'm not going to touch any of that, but I don't really want rot. Part of the idea here is to do the repairs to an extent where if I ever decided, or somebody after me decides to restore the car, including paint, that they don't have to start from scratch. So I'd like to only take the body off once and do this stuff to a standard where I wouldn't have to do it again. Here we can see the, can you move please? Well, anyway, behind Franker's is the exact same repair on the other side here. The only real serious body damage on the car is on the left-hand quarter panel. This has all been pushed in at some time, so all of this whole thing is rolled in. Probably needs to come out close to an inch before it'll look correct again. This side is nice. See how nicely that drops down there, and that line is excellent. And here you can see that it's, you know, everything behind the door, this whole area is all pushed in. This fender is rolled in and now sits kind of like that. So I'd like to address that. The deck lid. Deck lid is apparently one of the rarer parts because so many of these got turned into trucks to get gas ration stamps during the war that the deck lids are almost all gone. So very happy to have a fairly presentable one here, but needs some work. The whole lip at the back has come off, and there's some fatigue damage there, and it's quite badly dented. It doesn't really fit or operate very well. So I'd like to see what we can do to get that deck lid operating a little more smoothly than that. So it may involve actually de-skinning, or whatever the word would be. Probably take the skin right off, repair the frame, repair the skin, and then fold it back over. Not really sure what this hole at the bottom of the cowl is for, but I'll probably get rid of it unless anybody has. I thought maybe it was for a side mount tire, but hard to tell really. There's no evidence that it was ever used for anything other than drainage. What? Are you getting out of here? You had enough? Are you gone? Okay, she's gone. The hood, I will have to decide how far I go with the hood, because they can be quite a job. I'd like the hood a little better than it is, just because they, you know, it is quite badly fatigued here, and kind of want it to operate properly. The doors are overall excellent on the car. We can see here, remove this, that pin is sheared. The door is also binding, doesn't close, so that means that the hinges are all going to have to be taken apart, repaired, and bent to line up, and then the door is made to fit. It's not terrible. It does click closed, but it shouldn't jump when you open it like this. See, that shouldn't happen. So between that and this broken one here, that's going to have to all be dismantled. Probably going to replace all the glass with laminated safety glass. Let's have a quick look at a few things that we're not going to fix on the car, because a lot of the object here is preservation. And, you know, this is the kind of car where, you know, what makes this car interesting is that it has the fenders that it left the factory with, as far as I know, and it has the hood, and the, you know, the whole car is in its original state. So, you know, some of these pieces are so bad that you wouldn't bother fixing them, but to replace them with better ones, you could really argue that you're not really doing any, you know, you're not really doing the car a favor by replacing the parts that it's had since it was new. So I'll have a quick look here at a few things we're not going to fix. All of this type of old farmer style repairs and stuff, I just think that stuff's terrific, and it has a real sense of history to it, and I want to leave all that. There's a big brace that's been made and screwed and nutted and bolted in here. So, you know, I don't really see any, I don't really want to fix that stuff. I kind of like it. I think it adds to the car. You know, there's, here at the back we see the same kind of thing. Just old, very heavy duty repairs, and really very little percentage in trying to undo all this and repair it, quote, properly. You would end up just buying better fenders probably, and there goes the originality again. So I'm going to leave that. This back of this fender's all been riveted and repaired and kind of rudely put back together, but it's staying together, so I don't see any advantage again here in messing with that. That's all going to stay the way it is. Ditto here, we have just an absolutely ferocious bit of damage that is, I don't know if it's a wooden spoke has come through here or whatever, but this has been repaired in the past, and that's going to stay as well. I don't really want to do too much welding on the car, but I think we talked about maybe, you know, I don't mind putting some hammer and dolly time in it to kind of stuff like this. I don't really know if that's adding to it, you know. So in the interest of maybe straightening the car up a bit, I will probably repair some of that. Again, we talked about definitely want to repair the caved in quarter panel. The driver's front fender, very similar repairs here. There's a big piece of solid steel that's been bolted to there to give it back some strength. Must have been driven extensively on rough roads, as these things were. This is going to stay, even though it's you know, borderline pointy. I might have to hammer it a bit just so people aren't cutting themselves on it or ripping their clothes if we use it for any kind of nice day kind of things. Maybe take some of these dents out just to, you know, make her look a little better. I'd like the whole car to be fairly tight and not rattling and shaking as it goes down the road. So any amount of structural repairs are definitely going to happen. We'll minimize the cosmetic stuff. I think we will eventually give the exterior of the vehicle a thorough cleaning and protect it in some way. And we may reveal a certain amount of the original green paint. They weren't all black as everybody might assume. Later ones were available in many colors, and this one was an olive green when it was new, presumably with black fenders. There's almost no paint left on the fenders, very little on the body, but there's still some green underneath the brushed on black that was put on probably in the 30s or 40s. Some of the more extensive work that we're going to have to do is a new top. I want the top done back to original. Somebody has put a piece of 1/4 inch plywood on here and probably saved the car. As rude as that was, it has kept the interior more or less dry, and this is, you know, time to put that back the way it should be. Probably going to leave this visor. It's homemade. It's actually made out of a Valvoline oil sign, which I really like. So I'm going to try and work the roof around this. Driver's side door is in excellent condition. Well, I shouldn't say that. You can see here, somebody has pried into it at some point and bent the top of the door pretty badly. Don't know how or why, but that's all going to have to be repaired. The glass has been put in incorrectly and doesn't function, so we'll have to get that working as well. Finally, it will be getting, I hope, anyway, part of the plan here is a complete interior. I'm not going to sew the interior because there's very little percentage in sewing an interior that is available as a kit. I have enough sewing to do on the Fury still that we don't have time. And this will come with the correct fabric and everything. So I'm really looking forward to a fairly simple interior refurb, but complete. I want it to be nice, and the car's going to be getting used. So let's make it nice. The floor is poor, so we're going to. I haven't really decided if I'm going to try and repair the original floor or if we're going to buy a floor and put it in, or some combination of that. So that's another project for the T here. Overall, I think doable, starting with a good machine, but that's not an insignificant number of hours that have to be put into this. But it makes all the difference between, garage ornament and plated drivable car. And that's what this is about. Like, I love it sitting here, but I'll love it even more if I can go to the store, I mean, the budget can't be zero. The tires will have to all be replaced. I've been driving it around with the transmission brake, but for proper operation, you need to have the rear brakes working. I've never even looked at them. I'm going to have to assume they'll need everything. It's going to need mechanical work on the chassis, bushings, spring eye bushings, and all that type of stuff is hammered out of it. Once the fellas get here today, we're going to kind of do a walk around safety meeting kind of thing that usually involves pizza and beer, and then we're going to start a light disassembly process, and we'll see how far we get. I'm pretty excited. I've got Justin and Ashley and Dan and Paul and Kyle on my team, and that's a good team. These guys, these guys on the other teams, they're gonna have to hustle. Anyway, I hope you guys are looking forward to seeing the T come together as much as I am. I'll probably hardly drive anything else once this is done. So anyhow, that's Team T, you guys. Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, Team Dean.
Exciting day. Scott and I are going to go check out what else?
Yeah.
An old car, Summer Showdown car. We're really hoping it works out. I can't really leak too much information at this time. Like I said, it's top secret.
Yeah,
so
for another hour.
Yeah, you'll see. I mean, you'll see in a few minutes, probably, right? So, Frankers is coming. Yeah, okay. Frankers is excited, aren't you, Frankers? Like usual.
We had to borrow Dan's truck. Thanks, Dan. This will be the last time I borrow your truck.
Thanks, Dan, man. I really appreciate it. We're still on the way here, past Kalmar. We're heading to Winfield, actually, guys. It's a nice day.
Yeah, beautiful day, beautiful scenery.
Yeah.
Leaves are coming out, the snow's almost gone.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Seems like a good day to buy a car.
Yes.
Boy, we're gonna be sad if we get there and it's a piece of crap. I don't know what Snoopy wants.
Yeah.
Are you just bored? Franker's is bored, I guess we better go home.
Yeah.
Okay, we're here in Winfield, and we've found the car, and it has its own little house. It's been sitting in this little garage since 1985. Alright, what do you think, buddy? And we were just going to see if we can push it by hand. Well, we got this, but again, Dean's not afraid of pushing it. So.
Right. Okay, what do
Tire
you...
seems like it's okay. So I just want to take a picture of it before it comes out of its garage, Robert.
Yeah.
It's been in here so long, we should at least have this as part of the car's history because, I mean, really, Dean is only going to be the second registered owner of this car. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Okay. The moment you've been waiting for. The Edsel Ranger. Parked in 1984. I think Robert said. But this is an original Edsel. The only thing he's modified really is a couple gauges, Stuart Warner gauges that he put in. And he added some heater controls on the dash. Kind of looks funny, but I kind of like it too. Yeah, headliner's nice. It's a very nice car. Very nice shape. Dusty Barn Find 58 Edsel. Hubcaps in the trunk. Spare bi-split tires, spare rims, Ford rims. Awesome. Gas can. That's cool. Maybe they're extras. I love it. Oh my god. Nothing else matters. Wow. There's one car I would never sell. It's an Edsel. Because it's my favorite since I was a kid. And this one. Oh man, this one's gonna be just great. I love that it's a 4-door sedan. I love that it's a base Ranger. Hey, Edsel.
Yeah, we should be okay.
Cool, man.
Ready? Let's just see how far we get before battery dies. She's coming, eh?
Oh, do
Is
it
it
again?
skinned?
Wait, 1 second.
You guys ready?
Wait.
Okay, straighten out a bit, Dean. Pretty good. It's gonna stay together.
Woohoo!
Hey, looking
Right.
good, eh?
Looks pretty good here. You can turn to the left a tiny bit. That's
Yeah.
good. Okay, back to the right a bit.
Yeah.
Good. How are you guys feeling? Looks good here.
Yeah, it looks good.
This thing's staying in here. Okay, you feeling good? I'm gonna.
Okay, I'm stuck.
Okay, a little bit to the left, Dean. Okay, straighten out. That looks good, eh? Yeah, just don't. Okay?
Yeah.
Ready? I'm gonna go all the way up the ramps now. Okay, hang on.
You know, they had lots of good ideas, but somehow or other, a lot of it didn't catch on, you know, like that push button. It was kind of unique, you know. I think Chrysler come up with some kind of push button, but it was a cable thing.
That's
you know.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
But for some reason, they just didn't seem to catch on in lots. Like, they had one feature that I thought was excellent, but your gas filler is right in the center of your license plate in the back end. Hey,
That's
no matter what side of the pump you pull on, it's the same thing.
Perfect.
Did that catch on? Hell no.
Well, are you gonna miss it? Do you think?
Well, yes and no. Like, it's been a member of our family for so long.
Yeah.
You'd say, okay, I kind of hate to see it go. Same token, or what would you compare it to? An ailing animal. You know, you'd say, okay, it's the best thing for this animal to do away with it.
Oh.
For me, it's the best thing to do is get rid of it, because somebody will spend the time and restore it.
Right.
I'm 86 years old, and I don't have the time.
Yeah.
You know, I'm pretty crippled with arthritis,
Oh.
and I know I'll never get to it.
Yeah.
I hate to see it go, but it's the best thing for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've just been obsessed with cars since I was a kid, just like Scott, and Edsel's been my favorite car since I was a kid. Like, I just love them. So I really want to thank you. Thank you so much for making my dream happen today.
And she doesn't care if what she's doing is wrecking your stuff. At least she's doing something. So, she's hilarious dog. Yeah, this will easily tie in here, buddy.
Full time.
Oh, that's funny. This thing does not even care.
Well, I'm happy it's picking shit. That's great.
Dream pretty sweet car, buddy.
Oh man,
We're
thanks.
gonna have a lot of fun putting that together.
Yeah, thanks for your help. That was awesome. It was like it was meant to be.
Yeah, it's gonna be so fun.
Oh
And,
man.
You know, and you can take it to the store. It's not so precious.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
It's not like you put a 1,000-hour paint job on it.
No, it's
Drive it the way it is.
you can
It looks
lean
great.
against. Yeah, you can lean against it if you want. It's
Yeah, right. That's perfect. You can leave it out in front of the house. You
Yeah.
don't have to worry about it. Ranger's had a lot of fun barking at the other dogs.
She's tired today. She did have fun though. Oh, cool. There we go. Oh, we'll see you back, I guess, at the shop then.
Yeah.
All right.
Because without it, what is it? If it was just this, I mean, it would be super fun.
I seen a cartoon, I think it was in the New Yorker, and it was like Ed Munch's Scream, you know, the Scream painting.
Yeah, you did it.
Okay.
Can we do it?
I think so.
She rolls, kinda.
Yeah, sure.
Great, here she goes. Perfect poise.
Nice and slow.
Okay, throw something under the tire.
Oh, I'm holding
Oh,
it.
she ain't going anywhere. Let go.
Is she just...
It's stiff
She's
enough
rolling
that
a bit.
Yeah, that's alright.
So did you ever know
Yeah.
anybody, Tom, with an Edsel back in the day in the
Yeah, well,
60s?
there's a guy in Battleford. He had about a dozen of these. fucking
Really?
things, yeah.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
fucking years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But look at the bumpers. Never
He had
really
them when
did
they were new.
It's really
It
nice.
was the dealer.
He was.
So did they sell these at Ford dealerships or did they sell them at Mercury dealerships? So it was
This came
Ford's.
from Healy.
Right.
It was, yeah.
There's a block heater there, yeah,
Yeah.
for when winter starts.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You'll be driving this in the winter. Yeah.
Well, they
gotta tape the molding on.
We
No,
had
I
to
did
tape
that.
that. We can
Oh.
take that off though. We'll be careful.
Yeah.
We should take it off actually.
Why?
Leave it
There's
on.
no clips?
This is
One's loose.
The knot has come off.
Oh. Well, no. I mean,
Edsel is
you know,
villager.
like
Yeah.
it's in really nice shape.
Thanks, Tom, man.
Considering when you think how many of these we buy and they're just
Yeah, they're
Fucking
garbage.
garbage.
Yeah, they are fucking
I
garbage.
just love it so much. Well, as soon as we went and saw it, Scott saw it in the garage.
Like, fuck.
what are you saying about
Why
the
you
garbage?
fucking haul some of that shit home is
Yeah, right. Well, and here, what do we spend? We're not even spending that much more. You know,
Look at the treats in the trunk. This is gonna be
treats
amazing.
in the Edsel. Look at even this little thing.
This is your
Actually,
favorite
yeah,
part.
I think maybe keep
a little
the-
dust
keep the-
I should. It's weird. I'm going to.
Oh, I'm looking
It's
like
so
an
weird
idiot.
because it's
teeth up or
form-fitted to be
down.
an Edsel, you know.
teeth are up.
Teeth up.
on the Ford.
Teeth always up.
Teeth up on the
they-
Fords,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
They always are.
Until 65 when they had the reverse key.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Look at this. This
That
is
didn't even click.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you
some
got
more.
hubcaps too.
yeah, and extra rims.
Fucking.
Oh, and a
You'll
shovel.
need this.
Yeah, you bring this at all times. Oh, there's still gas in it.
Yeah. Oh, that'll
Oh,
be.
classic gas, you guys.
Yeah, fuck.
You know what we got to do.
Smell it.
You gotta have a smell, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's old gas. Hey, smell that proper old gas from the day.
That's old
Hey,
gas.
remember that gas? It wasn't alcohol gas. Smells okay. This would run.
That would burn.
This will run.
Here, I got a match.
Don't even give ideas to Tom.
Yeah, it's like I'm an old man, and it would be funny.
Yeah.
I got fuck all the
He's got a
way.
shovel here, too.
Right? You could bury me when you're done.
I got the shovel, yeah.
Look at these rims. It's got a trunk floor, ladies and gentlemen. The first trunk floor ever on Cold War Motors.
Or on Dean's cars.
On any of Dean's cars, that's true.
Okay.
Are those Pontiac?
Busting the balls.
Yeah.
What's that P on it?
No,
It says Pontiac.
looks like a W. What is that? It's a Wolseley Hornet.
Oh, I'm so glad he
Dean, congratulations. How is he doing there?
Okay.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Smash into the Buick, you're fired.
Hey guys, want to introduce the 58 Edsel Ranger base model car that I bought. I'm pretty happy because it's the car I always wanted. And that was like from the get-go as a kid. So I've always wanted this car, as you know. I've probably said it a million times. But it's original owner car. I bought it from the old fella. And it's kind of original-ish. It may be a bit of a repaint. But look at that. I mean, it's not rusty, it's not junk. It's a nice car. The door lock stick. Okay, well, we need... Yeah, anyway, I need some work. This is the car that I would never sell. I know you all know the greasy flip thing, but this car would not ever be a greasy flip, because this is the car I've always wanted. Because it's an Edsel. And I had one once, but it was never as nice as this. And this is a nice example of a 58 Edsel Ranger. Canadian built.
Is it
One
Canadian
orca.
made?
Yeah, Oakville. It's got, because they all have the white steering columns, right? The ivory.
What?
All the
Because they have white steering columns.
yeah, all the Canadian cars have the white.
You heard it here first.
They all have the white columns, right? And the white horn, like the white button.
Oh, regardless of interior
the horn
color.
blow. Yeah, it's all
Look at
Canadian.
these. Look at the interior colors, you guys.
But it's so like original. Like I love it. Like this is, you can't make this up. This is great.
Look at the bottom of the doors.
Like they're not even bad.
It's not too bad, right? Oh, the old oil changers, yeah. So all this stuff's dry. This hasn't been oiled since 1960.
I'm gonna have some oil in the car.
It's all got to be. But the thing is, it doesn't have to be made from scratch.
Got some aftermarket mirrors, guys, and a big whip antenna in the back, and the bubble light for the front. So the guy kind of J.C. Whitney, you know, he put
Everybody liked those things, yeah.
this Edsel emblem's got a bit of a crack in it, but this is, you never see the original Edsel clear glass. This is great. Well, not glass, but it's plastic. But anyways, this is like never there, and like I'm glad. So happy that this car is kind of complete.
Give me the quick once over on the motor.
So
in case we haven't done that yet.
Let's talk about. So you guys gotta remember, she came from the barn today. I think we have pictures of it in the barn. So we're not lying.
This is as
So come here.
bought, right?
361 cubic inch engine. It's an FE block, so meaning Ford Edsel. For
So
those who
this is
don't
like
know.
a board over 352.
Yeah. It's a little board over 352. I think. I'm pretty sure it is.
Really?
It's the E400, but that's the torque value. So if you see the E400, that's
Yeah.
the torque value, not the cubic inch displacement.
Yeah.
But original white air cleaner.
They were supposed to be white.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the sticker.
Yeah. The original, and it's Canadian, right? So Canadian blocks for different colors too, right? This is supposed to be a silver block.
It is. The manifold's are silver.
Silver block with the orange tip valve covers. That's
Yeah.
his original. This is awesome.
Silver with orange
You know,
valve.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
that's what it was. You
They
know,
look-
I'm one of the younger Edsel guys.
Dean, Canada's youngest Edsel
Edsel
enthusiast.
at 40. No, I think there's more than that.
Man, they're years younger than the Kaiser Fraser people.
That's true. The Kaiser guys are getting up there in age.
Kaiser Geyser?
The Kaiser guys.
That would be me. Hey,
Nah, I'm just-
look at this guy leaning over here with his beard touching the engine. Be like, those guys are old.
Yeah. She's got the teletouch system for shifting
Teletouch.
points. Yes, servo solenoids, right? That shift the gears.
Right.
We heard it working.
Seems it. Well, we heard it do
We
something.
heard it do something. It did go into neutral though
I
for
think
us.
so. Yeah.
We should
Well,
give her
we
a sponge bath and you know.
Yeah,
I'm
we
just-
could give her a light tidy.
I
and
will-
then we could have a closer look.
I will get you guys the numbers of how many were made in Canada. Phil Skinner on the Edsel database, he knows the whole like history of the breakdown. So if you submit him a VIN or any of your data tags for those Edsel people out there, and whoever has Edsels in the yard should submit this to Edsel Restoration and Preservation on Facebook if you can, because Phil Skinner will knock down your numbers of your data plate, and he will tell you exactly where the car was born, colors, and all the, like everything, rear axle. I'm sure everything is. So that's good.
Are you gonna get the full Mr. Breakdown on this baby?
Full breakdown.
Oh, do it. That'll be fun.
Full breakdown.
Probably find out it's supposed to be like a 2-door fucking with a 6-cylinder.
It's a two-door.
It's actually a fake. It's made out of a Ford
Nope.
Custom 300.
No Edsels in 58 had 6 cylinders though. So they all had.
No, it's a pretty good fake.
original type interior that's not mousy for once in my life. I have a non
It
or
changes
mildewy
everything.
or no.
Changes everything because now the dash doesn't have to come out. Right?
Right.
Now the headliner doesn't have to come out. I mean, it changes. It makes this an easy fucking job. Now it's a tune-up. It's a tune-up and a tidy.
I love how the hood's open forward so you can really get in there and work on the FE block. No power brakes, no power steering. But the old fella did try to start tuning it up and he put a new coil. He told me, he said, the points, wires, cap, rotor, filter. And of course we learned today that the vacuum wipers are not, they're supplied to vacuum on the intake manifold pressure because they were not on the actual proper fuel pump. Was it the fuel pump that the diaphragm on top?
Maybe production values guy. There we go.
So you're saying that the vacuum pump on
Fuel
the
pump there, yeah.
so it has a pump on top.
So it's air on top, fuel on the bottom.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's nice.
So we have to hook that up again eventually.
Probably gonna do a water pump. Like, why wait for it to start leaking?
It's
Right?
fine. It's fine.
Radiator out.
It's been fine for
water
40
pump.
years.
It's fine. Jesus. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah, with an oil change, it's probably fine.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
Probably fine, Dean says.
And even details came over tonight to see because
Yeah, right. You couldn't.
couldn't stay home.
You had
He was
to-
like, you had to
Had
come
to
see
come
the
see it.
Oh,
It's totally.
Aren't you glad you did though? Right?
Tom didn't hate it.
Tom, no, he
He hates everything.
he says nice.
He's like the serial Mikey. Don't show Tom. He hates everything. I think he actually liked it. I don't think he was just being nice.
I liked it.
He actually does. Too.
And original hubcaps. We have
Look
the
at
two
this trunk lid.
Yeah,
really good.
That's nice.
It's not all fat and missing the bottom inch. Like all your other cars,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's got a jam. This is a jam, Dean. This is what you have when the weather stripping hasn't rotted
Holy,
the back of
that's
the vehicle
nice.
off. Yeah.
Yeah, so they added a trailer hitch. I'd like to get rid of this, and this I want to keep though.
We should get some close-ups of this, just how long it's been since it was really clean. Like that, hey. Like this all needs like paintbrush and soapy
Yeah.
water, and you know.
Get a little bit dirty. So get some Christina Aguilera over here, which is weird. But anyway,
would say, yeah, I would say.
oh, people are gonna freak out when I'm on the road. It's gonna be like, well, they're gonna freak out.
Probably.
Yeah, I knew you'd say that. I knew you'd dig into me, man.
Well, okay. Here's the thing.
People are gonna freak
At
out
least
when-
if you're gonna drive around really slow
Yeah.
in this car.
I'll get pulled over.
Well, you're a nice old grandpa, not a meth dealer.
Yeah, that's right.
You got meth head cars.
What?
That Hyundai, that's like meth kid.
Get freebie Hyundai, yeah.
Let's do a little tidy up.
Before
Yeah,
the-
sure. Before we pour anything else.
Just kidding. But you know what, man? Doesn't it look so much better? This car
Looks
is
way
good.
better.
Oh, this car is like an old friend, you know?
Nice. It looks great, man.
Damn it, you got all of them, buddy.
Oh,
This
no.
thing's gonna be easy.
The
Really?
white spark lights. Try the signal speed again. Oh, yeah, it is. It does. Yeah, try the driver's side.
Is it working?
No.
It's working a little bit back
tiny,
here.
tiny
Do the right
bit.
one,
Yeah,
Dean?
you can hardly see. Yeah.
Is the right one working?
Well, kind
Yeah,
of.
it does. Yeah, it's not bad. You can see it. You can see it signaling.
Yeah, it's a little weak. Like
It's not
this
bad.
all, but it's not.
Oh, sorry.
Nice.
Sorry.
It's
You're not sorry.
The horn works.
Okay, I'm
an
taking
Edsel.
away your battery privileges.
All right.
No radio though, eh?
So, Edsel first impressions.
Day one.
Yeah, day
Day
one.
one, first impressions.
Team Edsel.
Nice job,
with
Dean.
Steven. Yeah,
And
not
by
bad.
Dean, I mean everybody else who actually got the car here. I can't believe Dean with an actually,
Dean
like,
actually authorized this.
semi decent car.
Yeah, it's a
Like-
watershed moment.
Yeah. Dean is now a different man. He's an Edsel man, I guess.
That's right. He's a regular contributor.
Same old shit.